Welcome back. Let's move on and get into another conversation, a super exciting one also for you homeowners or whichever space you'd like to paint, because Prime Paints has great news for you. So today we're exploring a new product that's generating a lot of interest in the paint industry. To help us understand it better, we'll be asking a few key questions about what makes it unique, how it fits into the market, and why painters and homeowners alike should be paying attention. And we're talking into Dura Coat. Joining us in the studio is Prime Paints Sales and Marketing Manager in Mbili Mwanza. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Nice to have you here. Let's start off with getting to understand this on what inspired Prime Paints to develop Dura Coat and what gap does it fill in the market today?
Oh yeah, so what really inspired us to create Dura Coat was mainly because of the gap that we saw in the market. Mainly, when you see locally manufactured paints, they usually focus on quantity rather than quality. So in the long run, that ends up becoming very costly because you have to repaint and you have to use a lot of coats in order for you to just have an average finish. But that's where we thought that we could come in with Dura Coat, which is actually a reliable paint, which is durable and is able to last, solving all those problems about cost and everything, and giving homeowners and painters a beautiful finish.
Now I understand that this is one of the beauty Zambian story because it's a Zambian-owned company, but also you're competing with a number of competitors out there.
Yes. And
you as a marketer, obviously one of the things that you get to hear a lot as a question is that what make your paint different from the rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what makes Dura Coat different from the rest of the other paints on the market?
Yeah. So the most interesting part about Dura Coat is that, first of all, we've termed it as a mid-range paint, but it's able to compete with most of the top brands that you can think of in the market because it's got that durable washability, it's got that durable finish. If you want a matte finish, want a sheen finish, everything is properly catered for. So Dura Coat is that kind of paint that is able to stand toe-to-toe with all the big names in the market.
So take for example, I'm into real estate, but also I'm into just infrastructure like buildings where, well, the business is booming and I'm looking at options, for example. And obviously I'm not looking at one paint, for example. I'm looking at a multifaceted type of viewpoint in terms of how many paints I want for my buildings. Do you cater for every range in terms of different kinds of paint, for example? Can you cater for me, for example, who is in need of a blend of different paints for my infrastructure?
100%. Dura Coat is quite a diverse range. There's even some economical Dura Coat finishes, and there's also some high-end Dura Coat finishes. So if you're looking for something like maybe you just want to, let's say you're painting an ablution block and you really don't want to blow the bank on an ablution block, we have a PVA that also doesn't require too many finishes. Most PVAs, usually they are filled with a lot of water. And when you paint them, you have to use a lot of coats for you to just get a nice finish, right? But with Dura Coat, you just need a few finishes. Even that same PVA that's low end will be able to do the job properly. And if you need now to go to the outside, decorate your property properly, we have all those decorative coatings like weather takes, wall guard, and everything like that. They'll be able to cut and have that nice finish.
Okay. Now with Prime Paints, you're celebrating 6 years of being in the industry, right? And even with the launch of Dura Coat, let's talk into how painters can take advantage of the pre-launch samplers and what do they need to get their hands on it?
Oh yeah, so they just need to come through to our HQ, that's in Malambo Road there. Our factory is also based there. They can just come in. We're giving out all these 1 liter samples. They can come in, get a 1 liter sample, test out the finish, get a few of it, just test its performance, get a few of it, then you can just easily walk away with it.
And then for those sometimes who might, because of their schedule, obviously they want something that is meeting up with their schedule. Maybe they want on request to say, you know what, I would love to be there at the launch. I would like to appreciate some of the samples that have been done there. But because of my schedule, I can't. But is there a possibility of me still appreciating the quality of Dura Coat, for example? How are you balancing that type of customer?
So Dura Coat right now, as much as we've not officially launched it, it's still available in our stores for those that want to just have that early access and just test out its finish. And that same opportunity is extended not to just painters. Even homeowners can come through, get that sample, test it out, see how it looks on different finishes, different surfaces, and they can just walk away with it. Just come to our head office and they can get it.
Okay. Now, with the samples that have been out and the testing, just getting the different reviews, what has been the review like from people that have been testing it so far?
Yeah, so most people that have actually tried out Dura Coat, most of them are actually now addicted. They just keep coming back and keep coming back, meaning that they get that desired finish that they get. So the response has been quite great, and we're really, really proud that on the 17th of October, when we officially launch, I think we'll make a very, very big splash in the paint industry.
One of the examples I also want to derive on, I like putting customers on the center of the conversation.
Yeah.
So there's this customer is building a house in a very in an area where too much dust, because of the weather pattern also. But also you have another one because of the floods and whatnot. Probably they're scared of a choice of a paint, because sometimes these paints you find that they are washed away, or because of dust you find that the dirt, even when rain comes, you still see the sun there on the wall.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this paint. Is it able to sort out some of these challenges that homeowners and just business owners who are into infrastructure usually get to face?
Yeah, 100%. So when we were designing Dura Coat, we actually thought about the whole Zambian environment and how it works. You see, our seasons change very drastically, and that's what causes those paints to, most of them, especially that change and swing in temperature, is what causes the paint to begin to yellow and peel off the walls. So we thought about all that and created this kind of paint that is able to withstand all those kinds of conditions. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's really good to know. So lastly, even as we're counting down to the actual launch, how do people who are interested in reaching out, just reach out to Prime Paints and get access to your products?
Yeah. So right now, we would advise that they visit the website. First of all, they just go to www.primepaintszambia.com, and then they get to our contact us page. Once they just fill in the page, they'll be much faster for us to reach out to them and actually advise, because on the contact page, you can actually write a message in advance to say, okay, I want help with this and that and that and that. Then the sales team in the background can come and reach to them and guide them on whatever they want to be done.
Okay. Do you also have social media presence?
Yes, of course, yes. Our page is just Prime Paints.
Prime Paints.
So for every question that anybody might have with regards to the launch, they can still send them questions there and they still get feedback.
100%, yes, yes. On our Facebook as well, they can find a way to reach us on WhatsApp and every other platform, yeah.
Okay, great. Good to know you're that easily accessible. No, thank you so much for joining us on the Diamond Breakfast this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We're talking to sales and marketing manager at Prime Paints, Mbili Mwanza. They're talking of how Dura Coat is set to transform Zambia's paint market. You can visit their socials as well as their website there. Just if you need more details or want to contact them to have access to the products. Let's go on a break. When we get back, we have more discussions coming. Remember, there's a reggae festival happening this weekend. We'll also get into different conversations around students and governance.